Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. My dear Swami Shukadevanandaji Maharaj, the secretary of this illustrious Ramakrishna Mission Vidyapith Deoghar, respected Dr. Saurav Varshney, Executive Director and also CEO, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIMS, Deoghar, respected teachers and also the distinguished guests, admirers of Swami Vivekananda, and last but not the least, my beloved students. You all know that Ramakrishna Mission Vidyapith Deoghar has organized a wonderful biennial educational exhibition 2024, and I had the opportunity of going to almost every exhibit. And let me tell you one important thing. I had the opportunity of going to many schools, colleges, universities, so many places. But at the very outset, I should congratulate the organizers. By the word organizers, I mean our Shukadevanandaji, his team of monastic members, principal of your school, and also the learned teachers who have put so much efforts in making this event a memorable one, a grand one. You all know Swami Vivekananda told to bring out the hidden talent from each human being and then let them, know what is the truth, what they will do, they themselves will decide. In the words of Swami Vivekananda, if I have to say, you put the chemicals together, the crystallization will come by the laws of the nature. Here precisely in Vidyapith, children from diverse background, some have aptitude for science subjects, some have aptitude for other subjects, all have excelled. Even in literature, I am telling you, literature and even other things have. So, the potentiality is there in you, all of you. And remember one great thing. You all belong to a great institution which bears the name of Sri Ramakrishna. You are all lucky. Perhaps today you will not realize it, because every fruit of education is bitter. But later on, you will understand its sweetness. Because education means you have to pass through discipline. And when you are made to pass through discipline, then only there is a struggle in you. There is a lot of mental struggle in you, and that is exactly the building of the character. According to Swami Vivekananda, what is character? Character is nothing but repeated habits, repeated attempts what you make, they become your habits, and those habits only will form your character. You all know man-making. Swami Vivekananda used to say, man-making and character-building education is required. And for that purpose only, all the efforts are being made, and slowly you will realize it. You will realize it, definitely. And Vidyapith, in a sense, Deoghar Vidyapith is, a blessed land. It has been blessed by many direct disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. And also, here you find children from even all over India. Many other states are there receiving their education. Now I want to just draw your attention. You are all students. What are you going to carry from this Ramakrishna mission? Swamiji told, renunciation and service are the twin ideals of India. Intensify her in those two channels, the rest will take care of itself. What does it mean? It is the national ideal. You all know, I will try to illustrate it. Service means what? You all know that without a little sacrifice, you cannot have any service. Suppose you are a student, you are reading in your own house, and next door just one person is there, one old person is there, he is a patient, he requires medicine. There is nobody to bring that medicine for him. Mind you, you are reading your book, you are concentrating on your studies. But just for 10 minutes, if you close your books, go to the market and bring a medicine for that person, because you are sacrificing something there. You are sacrificing your important time. And you give him that medicine, I can give you guarantee, you can try, this is an experiment. Immediately you come back and just sit for your reading, you will see that a subject which required 1 hour to master, you are going to master only in 10 minutes. Your mind has become highly concentrated. Why? Swami Vivekananda is telling, they alone live who live for others, the rest are more dead than alive. Now you know here, the universe is built, the entire this universe is built on certain fundamental laws. And that law is that when you try to serve others, then only you are actually at your best. Mind you, when I use the word serve, not with any ulterior motive, no. Out of pure love. You see, when you are trying to help a patient, you don't have any expectation. Remember always, Swami Vivekananda used to tell, I quote him, wherever you are having an expectation, be prepared to get for the blow also. Because that is the law of nature. You have to abide by certain rules and regulation. Suppose if I go to a chemistry laboratory, without knowing the property of the sulfuric acid, if I handle it, whether you know it or not know it, it will burn your hand. Similarly, water always flows from higher level to lower level. That is the rule, that is the law. Electricity flows from higher potential to lower potential. So like that, in this world also, there are rules. You see, I will only tell you one very important thing. Whenever the word religion we use, unfortunately that is not the correct translation of what really our rishis and munis meant. You see, we actually say, our rishi munis used to use the word dharma. Now you have to understand, because this word especially has assumed a very, very different connotation in the present state. You have to go back to its root. Dharma is derived from a word, in Sanskrit, dhri. Dhri means what? Dhri means dharane, holding, dhri. So, whatever it holds, what is holding it? What is its properties? Like we talk, what are its physical properties? What are its chemical properties? What are the other properties? That is what exactly it is meant. In this world, everything has a certain properties. Properties not in the sense of assets and liabilities. Remember, once again, I talk in the words of the chemistry. It has some properties. Like that, if you do not understand the properties, whose fault it is? You have entered the world, you do not know the properties. What is my relation with another human being? For what I have come to the world? What am I to achieve? Who are going to answer these questions? And that is why you are all intelligent students. I tell you, remember, it will suffice only this much, that dharma does not mean, the correct translation is religion, no. But unfortunately, there is no better term existing. But you, the men of science, you should understand that dharma means its very, special characteristics. In this world, everything is defined by its special characteristics. So human being also has a certain characteristics. What is the difference between an animal and a human being? Animal, for example, a baby of the cow always becomes cow. A baby of the monkey also becomes monkey. But a baby of the human being cannot become and will not become human being unless and until something is given to it. You just see, if a human baby is simply left in a jungle, it is not going to become a human. In figure it may be appearing just like a human, but it is not really human. That is why Swami Vivekananda says, outside in appearance, you have a human diagram or human figure. Inside, you may be animal, you may be human, you may be divine. When we go to Swami Vivekananda, what do we find? Outside he appears just like a human figure, but inside him all divine qualities are there. I am not only talking about Vivekananda. Even, for example, you go to Gautam Buddha, you go to any other, and the history of the world is the history of the few people who had faith in themselves. They moved the entire world. And that is why I am just trying to place before you, these are the observations. Remember, if you start denying the observations, there will be no science. Observations may be very palatable or pleasing to you or may not be pleasing to you. That hardly matters. Observations are observations. And that is why Swami Vivekananda used to tell, be bold, stand up, take all responsibilities on your own shoulders, because you are the maker of your own destiny. But unfortunately, so much of negativity. That is why Swami Vivekananda never used to like, negativity. He used to tell, give the life-giving messages of the Upanishads. They are a mine of strength, strength, strength. Strength is life, weakness is death. Never forget yourself. You all belong to what? The children of immortal bliss. And that is why Swamiji, in the standing in the Parliament of Religions, he told, I want to call you as the children of immortal bliss. I will never call you as sinners. And that is what all educational institutions are trying. In the Ramakrishna mission, we all try to bring out the best one from you all. Now the thing is, there is a struggle. Swami Vivekananda used to tell, all scriptures and religions say don't steal. But no scripture teaches how to you can keep yourself away from this stealing tendency. It is, you will always understand that by living in presence of some great personalities. You know, you have a photograph here, the picture of our revered Mahapurush Maharaj, who is an inspiration, and even Swami Turiyananji, I am telling you, who are the inspiration of starting this institution. You see, they could have lived under a tree, they did not have bothered. They had no demands, no requirements. But that, Swami Vivekananda dragged all these brother disciples for the good of the world. Atmano mokshartham jagadhitaya cha. If you cannot think good of others, what is the use of your very existence? First of all, you try to take care of your father and mother. Your father and mother have put with a great expectation. Perhaps some of the father and mothers even undergoing lot of hardships. They have put you here with a hope that you will become the human being in the real sense of the term. Swamiji, in the Swadesha mantra, he says, "O Mother of the Universe, make me a man." That is the prayer. First we have to become men in the real sense of the term. Then we can think of becoming higher and higher. And standing in front of you, I know today, right from the morning and for over, many days you have been toiling yourself and trying to bring the best from yourself, within from yourself. I am happy, I am very hopeful that you will definitely become, if you take something good from this institution. In the afternoon I was telling you one important thing, remember. India, after becoming independent, many commissions and committees, Radhakrishnan Commission, Kothari Commission, so many commissions have been instituted to look after the education of our country. But mind you, now slowly, today, your principal Maharaj quoted from Kasturi Rangan's that introduction to the NEP. In fact, Kasturi Rangan, who was the former director of ISRO, he has also written a very beautiful article for our, one magazine about NEP only, which has been published from our, Ramakrishna Mission Silpayatana, which has completed 100 years. Very beautifully he has put it. The gist is that it is high time that we recognize that the education has to be coupled with values. In the afternoon I have told you there is a difference between information and education. And those values you have to be consciously taking in your life. I can tell you many students, my own students I am telling you, earning more than 5 lakhs per day. Money is not the be all and end all of life, I will tell you. They come and tell me, somewhere we have gone wrong. And that is why I tell them, money is required in life. It is an undenying fact. But money is not the be all and end all of life. That is why you experiment yourself. You students, today you were so nice in experimenting with many things. I will appeal to all of you. Try this one. I know that Swami Vivekananda's words cannot go wrong. They alone live who live for others. Perhaps today it may appear very strange to you, but remember that is the law of universe. I will tell you a small story before I conclude. You know, in the Purana one story is there, all the gods, they went to Brihaspati, the gurus of the god. They told, sir, you give something to us so that we can become immortal. Similarly, the asuras also went and they told, sir, you also give something to us so that we can become immortal. Who wants to die in this world? Nobody wants to die. So it is a story. So then what happened? Immediately the Brihaspati told, yes, I have something with me, but there is one condition is there. I will give you to each one of you, but the condition is you have to eat it without bending your hands. You cannot bend. If you bend it, it will be ineffective. But you have to mind you have to eat with your hands only. That also he has cautioned. What asuras thought, do you know? Asuras immediately thought, it's all right, he has told without bending, okay, we'll eat it. So it was given to them. And what happened, do you know? They started eating just like cows and animals are eating, just because hands, you cannot bend your hands. So started eating, keeping on the ground and eating everything. But you know, God's thought, when Brihaspati has told, there is some meaning in it. Now, they all sat together in a meeting. They decided, no, there is some deep meaning is involved in this one. Then they decided that there is a way out. Without bending the hand, we can eat with hand, but not with your hand. We will sit in a circle. So what will happen? I will put in his mouth, he will put in his mouth, and he will put in his mouth. So everybody will be getting it. But so the moral of the story is that, you see, when you are trying to feed others, you have already taken care that you are feeding some other person. There will always be some other person to feed you also. And that is why I am telling is, Swamiji's these words, never forget. Today you may not be in a frame of mind to understand everything what Swami Vivekananda told, but never mind, I am telling you that you are all bright students aspiring for engineering and medical, and that is why I am telling you, experiment this one in your life. You will understand that you will, Swami Vivekananda's words, they alone live who live for others. In the end, I actually, with this, I pray to Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, Sri Sharada Devi, and Swami Vivekananda, may you all become good human beings, best citizens of our country, and bring glory to your father and mother, to the society in which you are born, and the nation to which you belong, is my humble prayer at the lotus feet of Sri Ramakrishna. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maharaj, for your speech, for your blessings, for your presence, and I think the exercise that you told us today will be worth trying in a dining hall tonight, I guess. Thank you so much, Maharaj.